Hello, you lot. I'm just going to start up the old Talbot. Got a lot of stuff going on today, and I need to get the old Talbot moved. So it's getting really busy down this road now. I mean, it's ridiculous how busy it's getting. Look, literally cars parked all the way down the road now. Yeah. Never used to be like that. Don't you think it's strange? Well, it's not strange. It's just the way the modern world is these days, isn't it? You know, people have far too much for what they can actually cope with. So then people have more cars than what they can actually park. It's mad. Anyway, let's get the old Talbot started up. Ain't been started for a few weeks. There's going to be no petrol in the bowl. No petrol in that bowl. It takes a little while for it to pump up. Come on! I'll tell you what I need. I bloody well need. I need Manuel here. He knows what he's doing, Manuel. John as well, but Manuel more so. Battery's gonna go. Here we go. Needs to run for a bit longer, really. Needs to get charged up. Don't run this thing nowhere near as often as I should do. Isn't that just part of life? I'm a hypocrite. Got far too many things than what I can actually do with. Crazy. In the old camper again, there's a lot of stuff I've been meaning to do in here, but I just haven't had the chance. But we've had a bit of rain over the last couple of weeks. In fact, we've had quite a lot of rain on some days, and I just haven't been anywhere near it. That wall over there, we've been through it before, you may remember. I said I was going to keep monitoring it because there was a bit of a leak. I put a bit of Sikaflex along the top of the window and in a little hole on the side of the... Because this camper's got an aluminium skin. Back in the 1990s and before, they put aluminium skins on these campers. Nowadays, it's all plastic composite bollocks, really. Which is good because it doesn't rot from the inside like aluminium does. But it's got a few little pinholes here and there, and I've been filling them up with silicone just for now. It's not silicone, it's Sikaflex, just to try and minimise any more damage to any of the wood, because these old campers, they're wooden framed. I don't know about new ones, whether new ones are wooden framed. I don't know what else they'd frame them from, probably plastic. Don't know, maybe metal, wouldn't have thought so because it's quite heavy. Doesn't matter, wooden framed. Obviously we've got new wood on the roof, we've got new wood on that wall down there. A lot of that's all new done, but this side of things wasn't touched. It's all the original wood because it was fine at the time. Now, oh, that's more solid than I was expecting. You can see the little pinholes there where I've been testing it with a damp meter. Oh man, yes, it is soft, but it was soft anyway. This is all a lot drier than it was. It's a bit soft down there. There's a little patch there, so we might have a little springy leak there. That's not as bad as I was expecting. That's all solid. Oh, we've got a little bit. No, actually that might be. Now that's dried up. My little thermometer gauge here, it's been showing during the summer, it's been well into plus 30, 35, 40 degrees in here with the sun beating down on it. Well, I'm not in here. I could have the aircon on constantly to monitor the temperature, and also it dehumidifies as well, because obviously the way it works is it dehumidifies the air that it puts in. But I can't afford to be doing that, so I just leave it, you know what I mean? Looks like maybe I might be in luck, and that little quick fix that I done with the Sikaflex across the top of the window frame on the outside may have mended that leak. Obviously that's not the long-term fix, but it will be the long-term fix, I'm not going to lie. That'll be the long-term fix until that doesn't work anymore, and then I'll probably do it again. Really, I need to get the window out, reseal the window properly and put it back. Maybe a job for another day. I'm working towards, properly hard, bloody hard working towards, finding some sort of a place where I can just literally work around this camper, because at the moment it's difficult, particularly with grumpy bollocks next door. Whoa, we've got boxes and boxes of stuff, look, everywhere. Even the legendary Savage Octane has come out. It's had a polish up, and that's going on to some new owners. Happy days. Happy days. You know what? I couldn't be happier, because that's going on to a couple fairly regular customers of mine over the last few months. And I know that that's going to be looked after. That's probably, if not, apart from my actual Savage 21, which was my original one back when I was a kid, probably 12, 13 years old. I don't know how old I was. 2003. Apart from that one, that Octane is probably my favourite, because it just shows, as I've said it many, many times, I'm like a repeated broken record, but it shows when companies, particularly ones for radio controlled cars, which I know you lot don't really like, so I won't talk about it too much, but it's back when they actually made good stuff and they actually experimented and thought, let's have some fun with this rather than just do the boring baseline. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, that hopefully will live for many, many more years. In case you haven't realised, I'm having a huge sort out of all the just stuff that I've just accumulated, because, well, I like to hoard stuff. And what I've been doing lately, more so than usual, is just giving loads of stuff away. That doesn't mean you're guaranteed to get some, but what I've been doing is going down the subscriber list on this channel and just picking random people, contacting them and saying, do you want a box of stuff? And if they say yes, I just send them a box of stuff. I need to get rid of at least one of these tripods. I've got 2 of these tripods. One of them I intend on keeping, but I might sell it if anyone's interested in buying it. But this particular one, well, they're both the same, so it doesn't matter which one. But this one's sitting here right now, I'm going to give away. I haven't yet done it, and I don't know when I'm going to do it. But if you're subscribed to this channel, it could be you. So think about it. The old VR 9000 is in there, packed up. That's been sold. Oh, man. Unbelievable, isn't it, eh? Unbelievable. Thought that VR 9000 was I never tried to sell it, but I never thought anybody would really want to buy it. But they did. And I can't believe it. That's going to go and live a nice happy life. That was my favourite radio years ago, the VR 9000. Bought it off a mate of mine. Didn't have a mic. Did it have a mic? Don't think it did. Or nothing. And I put a Delta mic on it. Did it come with that Delta mic? I don't think it did. Anyway. And I used it for ages. And it was my favourite radio. Until I decided I didn't want to wear it out. So I stopped using it. And then I put it on the shelf. But that's really a bad thing. Using stuff stops it from wearing out in a way. Because if you don't use something, it kind of just rots. Look how many engines I've got. These are all different types of engines. If you're into engines, then this may be interesting to you. But I've just literally, they're all, a lot of them do run. A couple of them are from my original cars, but like this one, when in my 21, it was a K4.6. Probably doesn't mean anything to any of you, but it means a lot to me. And then we've got some other K4.6. It's just general engines. Now I've got boxes and boxes of engines. They're all on the shelf up there, but they're going to live in this box for a little while now. Loads of engine parts, sleeves, pistons. I'm going to put inside this Nova Engines bag, so I know exactly where they are. I've got all this to sort out. Look at all that. We've got exhausts. We've got all kinds of stuff that needs to be sorted out. And got to remember, boobies definitely make you smile. Look at this picture I just found. You can just about make out me when I was probably 15, doing a no-footed wheelie on my dirt bike. Probably just about make out no feet.
Are you in there?
I want to get a puncher. Glass around here, bloody blimey. 7 o'clock on a Sunday morning now, and I've got things to do, man. I've got a couple of batteries that I need to be testing to review for Hobby King. So that's where we're going. We're all battery powered today. Off we go. It's going to be a little bit damp, I reckon, in this field, but is what it is. I need to get this done, really. It's been long enough now. There was a remnants of a tent here. There was a tent here for ages. Oh, it's still there. Tent's gone down in the bush now. Interesting. Very interesting. The grass is coming up well. When we had all the hot weather in the summer, like when it was 30, 35 most days, this grass in this field was struggling a little bit, and a lot of it was brown, you know. But now, look at it now, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous now. And luckily enough, this field is usually kept quite short. I don't know whether it just grows short, whether they cut it often. It is a football field, it's football, so they do cut it. Anyway, this is like an old tennis court thing. I don't know what it is. It's got fresh lines on it. It's a fair bit of glass here, which we don't really want to be riding on. But this will be all right. I can test my little car with my little batteries here. And then, well, we can always go on the grass if needs be. But this will be quite nice. Happy days. Oh, loads of glass over there, bloody hell. Last thing I want to punch out today. I've got a hell of a lot of stuff to do today. So, time is of the essence. It is. I'm telling you, it bloody well is. I'm not messing around. Time is of the essence. And I'm hungry. I should have gone to the baker's. They're open early, aren't they, baker's? 7 o'clock. Wow. What a lovely day. Anyway, back in a minute. I'm going to go and I've got to get this battery stuff done. And I'll be back in a minute. Oh, I've also got, guess what I've got with me as well? I'll show you. Right, I've also got old Mr. TX with me. Just in case we find someone. I've got the telescopic antennario as well. So, let's see who's about. Shall we try now? Let's try now. Hello? Anyone on the 19? Who's around on the 19 on a lovely Sunday morning at 7 o'clock? Swans. Geese, I mean. Not swans. Bloody geese. No one else. Any geese on here? Any geese on here? Hello? Geese? Any geese? Nah. Everyone's asleep. Why is everyone so lazy these days? Well, that's that done. That didn't go to plan at all. Them batteries killed the motor in that car. And now I remember exactly why I don't mess around with electric RC stuff, because it's crap. It's the worst thing in the world. Don't know why people ever play with it. Engines and nitro and all that are a million times better. Anyway, I won't be accepting any sponsors from electric things anymore. I've just had enough of them, to be fair, but there we go. Let's put the telescopic antenna on this TX and see if I can hear anyone with a telescopic antenna on it. Telescopic antenna on there now. I wonder if anyone's around. Hello, hello? Anyone on the 19? Who's on the 19? Anyone around? Might go to another area. I know another park. Well, I'm a bit higher up on a hill. Not really expecting to hear anyone, and to be perfectly honest, I don't give an uncle's monkey if I hear anyone or not. I just don't care. But it'd be nice to. Anybody on the 19? Anyone around? Hello? I have tried other channels, by the way. No luck. Right, I'm going to go to another park. Probably not give up. Absolutely stinks of weed around here now. I reckon that person just walked past with a big old spliff on the go. Blimey. It's getting quite bad around these areas for that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's go. Sometimes that's the thing with like humanity and that. We always want more, but sometimes having more isn't a good thing, you know. It's the opposite. Too much of a good thing can equal a bad thing, which is the case with them batteries. 3S versus 2S. Not only that, looks like there's been a fire there. Yeah, it looks like there's been a bit of a fire there. I bet that happened when it was hot. Yeah. It's all scorched. That must have started there, started to spread, and whoever's come along and controlled it. Wouldn't have got far, mind you, but never noticed it before. Come down here fairly often. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. So because we want more, it can make things, you know, break. I should have been happy. I love this tunnel. I should have been happy with what I had, 2S for that, because now I've killed that motor, and that's not even mine, it's the kids. You know? But I accepted that sponsor to try something different, and it didn't work out. Yep. Won't be doing that again. No way. From now on, it's engines only. Engines only. Nitro, petrol. No electric at all. So, just for a laugh, it was on my way home kind of anyway. Look, another park. This one, it's got a bit of a hill at the back. Go up there and, I don't know, a school field or something as well. There's a lot of Jews around, but that's all right. And let's get the old telescopic antennae out. I think we'll put the radio on the end of it as well, just for good measure. Probably not going to be a lot of good without it. Now, the last time I had this telescopic antennae out, some people were saying, collapse down the bottom section of it, you'll get a better SWR. And I said, all right. And I haven't tried it since. So we'll try it in a bit. But I've got no meter, so I don't know what the VSWR is anyway. And to be honest, I don't care. So we'll just go from there. Anyone around on the 19 on a lovely Sunday morning? Now this is in the regions of the Sandblaster. He's around here somewhere. Well, I know exactly where he is. He's around here. I don't know whether he'll be up on a Sunday morning at about 7:45 though. I know he likes his drink. So he's probably comatose. Let's collapse down that bottom one. Look. See what happens if I get any better, if I do get any response. Anyone around on the 19 on a lovely Sunday morning? Come on, don't be gay. Wow. A lot of graffiti on this. Kick cam from the block. Kick cam from the block. DZ is a nonce. Something licks Batty. Greenie touched my ass. What's this all about? Eh? What in the world is this all about? I don't know. Teenagers. I remember when I was one of them once. Never did anything like that though. Crazy. Anyway, what a lovely day, you lot. It is fantastic. No response on the radio. I think it's simply because it's too early on a Sunday morning, and the people that are about just aren't within range of me. It's as simple as that. Which is good for me, because it means if I found someone, I'd have to sit here and talk to them. And the fact that I haven't found anyone is good, because it means I can go home now. I do think that that's a good lesson, though. That's a good, you know, I'm guilty of it as well. I am massively guilty of, and in the past, you know, in an adult life now, I've changed things quite a bit about myself because I've learned lessons. We all learn lessons, don't we? Life is about learning lessons. In fact, life is one big lesson, right? And you need to remember that. Now, this RC car, right? This now, that is a good point of a lesson, okay? So on 2S, right, which is 7.4 volts, the motor and the ESC are all capable of 3S, 11.4 volts. But it was fine on 2S. It was more than ample power. It was great. It was fantastic. So why did I need to put 3S in it? And I know I didn't choose to. It was a sponsored thing, and I was doing it for that. But that's another lesson learned. I knew that it wasn't really going to work, so why did I accept it in the first place? Because I'm a cock. But the thing is, we all are guilty of that. We've all got something which is fine. We're perfectly happy with it. It's all right. But there is another option up. And we want it, don't we? We want it. Sometimes it does pay off and you think, oh, that's much better and it works fine. But then you might want the next option up. We always want more. And the thing about life is you've got to try and control that. And I think I've got that pretty dialed down now as the human being that I am today. I do think I've got that pretty dialed down. For years I've just been happy with things, and if there's a better option, I don't always take it. Because the grass isn't always greener on the other side, depending no matter what it is. It could be phones. You could have a phone and you could have the next one. I've had the same mobile phone now since 2018, I think. All paid off, the contract's all gone, everything's paid off. They keep telling me to upgrade, and I quite like the look of some new phones out there. But do I need it? No. So I don't get it. Simple as that. And I live a debt-free, well, I say debt, I live a mobile phone contract debt-free life. Simple as that. Because I don't want more anymore. Yeah? So let that be a lesson to you lot. Let this poor car's fate, well, I can always get a new motor for it, which I will have to do because it's the kid's car, not mine. But I'm gutted about it because I'm a cock and I didn't need to do that. So let that be a lesson to you as well. If you've got something that you're perfectly happy with, you don't need more, but there's an option for the better option than step up, but you don't need it. But you want it. Think, is it worth it? Is it going to be worth it? I'll leave that with you. And this nice view of some trees with some ugly houses in the background. I'll catch you a lot later on. Take care. All the best. I've got a hell of a lot to do today, so I really do need to get going. I've sat here now talking crap for too long. See you later. Bye-bye.